Oh, no build-up, guys. No build-up. Hi, how you doing? You guys are already used to me today. I've already seen y'all. Already talked about trailers for 50 fucking minutes. I am joined by the crew. It's not just my voice by myself. I know you guys are sick of that shit. Roxy, I laughed my ass up before. I'm gonna laugh again. Why don't you explain what the fuck is behind you, please?
That's my boy Vito.
So we got Danny DeVito chilling in the back.
Oh yeah, you gotta pull him. You gotta pull him out. Yeah,
Wait, this way or the other way?
that way. There you go. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Vito.
we got Danny DeVito right there. That's my man. That's my boy. And then Isabel. Fuck. There.
Yeah, Isabella. You see? Yeah, and then I gotta do that nerdy thing. You know, technically, it's actually Isabella. You see?
We got Tom Nook on the couch too, but he's just on the other side.
But anyways, that's just fucking funny though.
Frank Reynolds.
Yeah, Isabella and Frank Reynolds. Who's Frank Reynolds?
Oh, I think that's his character from Sunshine.
Oh,
what?
You mean It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah, Sunshine.
Damn. I fucking love that dude. Like just the idea of just picking the most easiest way to say a whole instead of Seinfeld, Field.
Yeah, that Field show, you know, boy.
Who's like fucking shortening Seinfeld? It's one fucking syllable.
Or like everybody
Also,
loves Raymond. It's like loves.
We're all asking questions. I'm asking
Oh
questions.
no, you would say Raymond.
Why do you look like you just woke up and you were like fought something in the middle of the night and like you're like a little hungover and shit from it?
He's going through Ramadan right now, I think.
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
That's
Damn, it's the first week of Ramadan. That motherfucker hungry.
Yeah.
I get you,
I
dog.
want to die. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm like, why do you look so irritable? Oh,
Because fuck you.
That fucking sucks, man. Religion is something else. That's why I don't like to do any of my stuff. And that's why I'm going to hell. So, hey, you know what, guys? As long as you make peace with it, you'll be fine. It'll be a nice, peaceful ride right down into the nether. So it's all good. Edward's cool saying hello. Hello to you too, good sir. Ryan saying instead of chat attack, tack. I thought he was going to say just something rude or something like, oh, trash or whatever. I would have been very upset.
Yeah, that's good as well.
Sometimes we be a little trash, just a little bit.
What you call? Ryan says y'all never watch It's Always Sunny. In the chat. Wait, what? What? Huh? Who?
He's asking if you watch Always Sunny. Ganja does.
I try to watch it, but Always Sunny has the same problem of like a lot of modern shows, especially the American Dad / Family Guy shows, where they make the characters so unlikable or just such complete scumbags that because they have no like endearing qualities, I'm rooting either for their constant failure or just how much they can fuck up next. And I can only last for a show only how long. I think when I finally pulled out was when the dude fucked his best friend's mom after they were a divorce, and I was like, man, this is just the most cheapest way you can do it, like a second season, like. And then like I heard more like how further the show gets, and I guess apparently the characters do get endearing in their own way, but like, I can only hang out with assholes so long. One thing that helped me get through BoJack Horseman, because BoJack's a similar character, is everyone around him is also so redeemable, or characters of flaws and just try to succeed in the Hollywood lifestyle, that I can ride with the other characters, you know.
Yeah.
If I don't like BoJack, I can at least hang out with his best friend. I can cheer on the dog who's trying to live his best life, even though the world around him kind of sucks. His assistant who's going through her existential crisis. So like, if you don't like BoJack, he's fine. But when everyone's on the show's BoJack, it's a little hard.
Well, it's also I should have just don't whatever the style of comedy they're going for. I hate. Watch one episode. First of all, I hate Charlie Day's entire existence. Charlie Day is the white Kevin Hart. Like. They're the mirror versions of each other. They're the same fucking career, except Kevin Hart's like the most successful comedian in the world right now, and Charlie Day's a fucking idiot. Like,
are you more mad that he ruined Pacific Rim Uprising, or no?
Pacific Rim Uprising ruined Pacific Rim Uprising. He was not the problem with that movie. That movie just sucks. And also, it's like we watched one episode, and it's like I'm not a racist. Look at that black girl. I will immediately go hit on her. That's the whole joke of the episode. I'm like. Fuck, I came out.
Right, I get you.
That's the first episode, by the way. The very first second is about like, I am not a racist. I will go out of my way to look at another woman of color. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? This is y'all's comedy?
Yeah, no, it's about strange shit sometimes. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, Ryan. I like to respond to this because it's something I hear a lot about. This is I know you're not supposed to sympathize with him. But I'm supposed to at least enjoy the character in this asshole-ness. Ryan Reynolds is a fucking douchebag in every other movie he's done since, even all the way up to fucking Deadpool. But he's an enduring asshole to some degree. Van Wilder is a scumbag. He at least helps out the nerdy kids. You got to give me like some kind of redeemable quality that I want to hang out with somebody. Because at that point, I'm just watching someone be an asshole for fucking ever.
But this idea this idea that you're supposed to hate the main character. Okay, cool. You're right. I hate all the characters on the show. Congratulations. Now I don't want to watch the show. Like, I'm not saying every character has to be some likable version of there, but give me something to watch there besides, again, like watching the continued downfall of these characters. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't at all. So it's like this idea is like I gotta sit through insufferable bullshit because I might find it funny. No, I don't. The first episode should make me want to watch the second episode. When like the first joke, I'm either like I am so out. It's like okay, fine. I'm gonna go watch something else.
Yeah, no, I totally get you, man. Roxy, what do you feel about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Because I think it's right up your alley.
She's dead, y'all.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I'm just fucking dying looking at Alan.
Wait, why?
Why?
You look so sweaty, so tired, so hungry.
Fuck y'all. Like,
Got to give him a bad batch, man.
not at a fucking AA meeting. Let's fucking do this.
This is an intervention, Alan. You need food.
Hey,
I
Alan.
ate already.
Hey, Alan, this is a cleverly staged intervention.
No, it's because I'm looking at your camera and I'm trying to focus on what everyone's saying, and all I see is just.
Actually, guys.
Let me cause a smile on my face.
No, guys. I'm going to show you guys something really quick in the chat. This is what we're seeing. Guys, so over here, and I know it looks like shit, but if you guys can see in the bottom right corner, the whole time we're seeing Alan. You guys don't see this. This is what I see on my end. So when you're looking at this, Alan's just mad as fuck on the other side. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
That is so great. I love it. I love it so much. But that's the thing. Like sometimes you guys will probably hear us like laugh a little bit, and you don't know why it's funny. Like on the show, we're just seeing each other. Shit.
That's not even real Alan. Where's Alan Prime?
No, but
damn it, stupid Twitch mods.
but no, that's pretty funny. Wait, what happened with the Twitch mods? Wait, what going
Oh no, I'm trying to say some bullshit to Gene, and he got mad at me. So fuck you.
Oh
fuck
shit.
you, Twitch mods.
Clifford, he says, "Who is this handsome man and beautiful lady on the stream?" Yeah, well, the beautiful lady is Roxy. That's her, Ganja's girl right there, and then the very beautiful man, the sexy man himself, is Alan, who's very, very upset right now. No, I'm just joking. He's not upset.
I'm not. Everyone always assumes I look mad because I look mad.
Yeah. Well, then the thing is too is that even when you're smiling and we're having a good time, which you are now, but it's like the words you say are also angry. Like, man, shut the goddamn hell up! I hate this fucking video game. Oh, fucking shit. So it really does fit the angry Alan aesthetic.
Let's give her a review on a game I fucking hate or a series I fucking can't stand.
Man, I love it though, man. It's great. Now I can't stop looking at Roxy. Because she's just fucking... She's just laughing the whole fucking time.
This is so off the rails.
Why do you think I muted myself? Or why do you think I usually have my camera off? Because I see fucking Alan just...
What the fuck do you want me to do? Like, again, I can't hold that smile the whole fucking time.
You know what's funny though, Roxy?
Well, no one's asking you to be fucking like... You know what I'm saying?
No, but Roxy, the thing is though, is like, and I've made fun of you about this before, but you got like that beanie on that makes you look like Mac 10.
Stop.
No, she's about to challenge B Rabbit to a rap battle.
Yeah, exactly. Like she's about to walk into a coffee shop and
spaghetti.
yeah, my spaghetti. That's what I want. Oh god.
I still that B makes me so mad because that whole song is about like trying to uplift yourself and never squandering a moment. What does everyone remember? A line about spaghetti.
Hey man, it was a good rhyme, a good little thing to put in there. Now it sounds like an old man.
Actually, it's a really bad rhyme. It's probably the worst rhyme in the song. But it's like the rest of that song is a really endearing message.
Oh my god. Here's the thing, though, guys. I've already said a lot about this particular topic today, and I just want to kind of get this out right now, and give them a chance to get their feelings about this because I talked about this for 10 minutes by myself. So I already said what I said. I'll probably say something at the end of this, but. Roxy, Ganja, Alan, what do you guys think of this? Roxy, I'm going to ask you first. Mrs. Too Fast, Too Furious fan. Fast 9.
Ah, shit.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit. Yeah, it is shit. It's some fucking bullshit.
It's some fucking garbage stuff. If I can be honest, like, I'm trying to sit there and focus, like, okay, let's see where they go with it. Like, maybe it'll be something different. But no, I get fucking John Cena looking like a fuckboy, basically saying, like, hey, I'm your little brother. You don't give a shit about me. Let's take fucking Ludacris and, what's his name? Tyrese or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's take them into space.
Yeah, that's the shit where I'm like, I
What
cannot
the
believe
fuck?
it. I cannot believe we made it this far, guys. They're going to fucking space. Alan, explain this. What is going on here, man?
At the end of the day, I really like this franchise. I really like the characters. I really like the endearing story, and they keep having to top themselves consistently and expertly every single time that they have one of these. To the extent where I go and I look at the Mission Impossible franchise and go, "Y'all don't talk shit about that," and that is the exact same thing as this. The only difference is as Tom Cruise, Mr. I refuse to smile in a fucking movie unless I'm playing a villain. Like, that's the only fucking difference in these two franchises. And seeing this, it's like, yeah, you know what? Look, man, I don't necessarily want them to go into space because I always think that's bad for any franchise. No franchise has ever survived going to space ever. It's usually the worst one, and they reboot it. I look at all the horror movies that have done it.
Yeah,
but
Lost in Space Leprechaun and oh god, so many.
Jason X.
Jason X. Yeah. Well, that
fucking
was
worst one. No, it wasn't. It was fucking terrible. Either way.
The choreography.
As far as it, honestly, it's like, look, man, I like all the characters on screen. John Cena, to me, I've never really liked him in any movie I've ever seen him in, so maybe this will be a fucking change. But I'm just at this point, I just want to see what they're gonna do with it. And honestly, I love the way they do their action, both the car carnage and the hand-to-hand fighting, especially with their gunfight. So it's like everything here is like, okay, cool. This is a movie for me, and I see no complaints.
Ganja, what are your thoughts, man?
Honestly, I think it's going to be a nice little ride, but does anyone expect anything besides a nice little popcorn thriller?
Yeah, like the fucking analytical is like, well, look at this and the physics and this and that. I'm like, bro,
It's a Fast and the Furious movie. What physics?
It's
You
like,
ask for physics in Mario?
Well, no, it's weird because like when you go through with the movie, they go through and it's like in their own universe, they're breaking down, hey, this is how we're gonna plan this heist. This is what we're gonna do. We need the rockets for this. Like they go through like it's a heist movie. It's just it's just weirder, crazier because you have people like almost flying in these cars. But it's like the amount, like when people look at a Marvel movie, they just like they ignore it all and don't worry about any of the stuff that they're because it's a comic book. But the moment it's not a comic book, suddenly we have to go into so much analytical detail. It's like, again, Mission Impossible is the same franchise.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, and James Bond, I mean, it's also pretty fucking ridiculous.
James Bond is up there too. James Bond and Mission Impossible are literally the same movie. Like, they almost have the same theme. Mission Impossible clearly is a ripoff of James Bond, but they almost have the same fucking theme. It's like, but as soon as it's called Fast and the Furious, it's like, oh, well, they're not trained, super spies. Super spies aren't jumping from buildings either. James Bond invented this bullshit, and these are the other franchises that are just way better at it. Yeah. Every Fast and the Furious movie is better than the last 15 James Bond movies.
And you know what? I honestly, I'm not going to disagree with him, but I'm going to say something that people are not going to like because everybody in the chat's like, it's good stupid, it's super stupid, it's stupid stupid, and everybody in this call is starting to kind of, I'm starting to feel like you guys are totally down for this or whatever, despite like just us calling out what's very obvious about the trailer that it's just fucking silly and dumb. But for me, this is where I have to come in and be like, listen, guys, I'm so sorry. I fucking hate this. Like, it was fun to laugh at earlier today, and I was like watching this. I actually watched the whole trailer like live on the show, and like for me, dude, I'm looking at this, and this is like insulting the intelligence of the people that are watching this shit. These people are calling you motherfuckers stupid. Because it's like, yo, you guys are going to see this shit. We're going to do some crazy things where we're going to have a jet pick up a car and take it all over to fucking, like, to past a mountain. Yeah. Then we're going to go into space. We're going to do this. And it's like, dude, one of the things that Ryan sent me before we continued on to this show, and the reason why I'm making sure to give Ryan credit is because when I saw this on my Facebook timeline, I passed it, and Ryan sent it to me like it fucking means something. So maybe it does. Maybe I'm silly, but apparently Justin Lin says that he will never say never to anything Fast and Furious, even a Jurassic World crossover. People, these guys are going to steal money from you. They're going to do anything they want. They could put some fucking Barney the Dinosaur shit in this fucking crap, and like you guys are going to be, okay, I'll buy it because it's Fast and Furious, just like with the Marvel shit and the DC shit. As long as it has that logo on it, you guys are cool with it.
Yeah, but again, the movies themselves have been increasingly entertaining since this third one. The third one, the people are like, oh, we should go back to drag racing. That killed the franchise. You had two movies, and then the third one is like, well, it died. It died for years until they brought it back. And like, well, we're going to do a street racing one again. It was okay. Then The Rock got involved and suddenly became a franchise people gave a shit about. But they've been increasingly upping the stakes and making it a really interesting fucking series. As far as that, like, I look at this point, I don't even fucking like the Jurassic Park world anymore. They have one good movie in it and have just had stinkers almost in a row. So it's like the idea that they're going to connect to that. I think they're just throwing it. It might happen. I don't care one way or another.
Do you feel like this would rehabilitate Jurassic World at all, or no? Like if they did do a combination.
I mean, I fucking doubt it. But then again, I didn't think that, Jason Statham would ever show up in one of these, or The Rock would like come in, make it $1 billion franchise, then get his own spin-off. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, clearly they even said like, look, man, like eventually we have to stop. And they said like 11 is the last one. That's why they already set up a spin-off, and they'll probably set up a couple more. But they're like, yeah, look, eventually the brand is gonna wear itself out, and people are not gonna watch us anymore. So let's have the next 3 just kind of be as the shit that we always wanted to do, but we didn't think we could sell to an audience. Now we can. Maybe they will do for the very last one. I don't fucking know, because that would imply that we put like we somehow make the Jurassic Park world stupider.
Yeah. Roxy, I gotta ask you a question. Do you feel like
family T-Rex?
Dino family? No, but I gotta ask Roxy real quick too. Like, do you think that they can rehabilitate the franchise, like making it go back to regular shit? Because I never heard about this whole thing about people saying like, oh, like I wish it was fucking, going back to drag racing. But do you think they could pull that off? Like, pull it back maybe later on, or no?
Pull it back all the way with how it used to be? I doubt it. I was talking about this with Ganja the other day, where basically this series started out as like, you got to have like hot bitches, hot rides, like a little bit of like drama and crime, but still the main focus was around cars. As the series has progressed, I've noticed they've been focusing more on action and less on the cars. So the cars have gone from like the main show to just a nice little side piece of eye candy. So for it to revolve entirely around cars like how it used to in like the first 3 films, I doubt it.
Yeah, because I almost
they're gonna stick more with the action and like super spy plot line.
You have to essentially do a spin-off. Like, you have to kind of go back with like different characters, or you have to just like a Fast and the Furious story, like the joke I was making earlier. But it's like Fast and Furious presents like, hey, basic drag racing stuff. But it's like again, like it killed the franchise. There were 3 of them, and people were just like, yeah, we're kind of tired of this shit.
On the topic of that too, and I know I'm kind of, maybe I'm gonna be jumping all over the place just a tiny bit here, but I gotta get Roxy's opinion on this. Speaking of ridiculousness, I'm looking at something as crazy as Army of the Dead, where it's like, okay, I mean, I don't know if you watch this new trailer, you technically don't have to, but I mean, apparently these zombies are smart. They're dodging knife attacks, melee attacks. They're jumping around. They're talking to each other. It's kind of crazy, and like, people were down for this. Like, oh, you know what? I'm cool. I'll have some crazy zombie shit, whatever. As long as you just keep making it entertaining. Do you think that that's taking it too far too? Of like really taking away what makes zombies, Rox?
Didn't they have like a zombie tiger in the trailer too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
it's like shit too. Look at that.
There's only so much you can typically do with like the OG zombie thing. Like, oh, they eat brains, they're dead, they smell like shit, and they try to kill you. You can try to take new spins on that, which is what we've been seeing like with something we saw recently, like Cooties. Cooties had a new spin on it. It was a zombie movie, but still got like new elements to where it was fresh and enjoyable. But I mean, if you want to go a little crazy with it, like sure, but make sure it at least has like, I don't know, at least some kind of tie into the story. Because how the fuck are you gonna bring up like a zombie tiger and just be like, hey, that's fucking normal, like push it in.
Well,
because this is
you have to up the danger. Like, the thing is, these guys are like extremely well trained, like military people. So it's like they're not gonna sit there and be like, "I'm the super military man." Oh no, this slow zombie took me out. You have to make the threat relevant. Like Zombieland 2, it's an okay movie, but they kind of explain, hey, we got really fucking good. Like, we've been doing this for 10 years. We got really fucking good at dealing with zombies. So they had to add a new kind of zombie to up the threat. With this, it's like, yeah, this is probably either these guys are probably either trained fighting zombies or they're just trained military. So it's not like they're a bunch of random fucking meth heads like The Walking Dead, where it's like, hey, these guys are average people, so it's tough for them to deal with zombies. No, these guys are trained military fucking personnel. So they're like, we need to up the threat by making them smarter, able to dodge knives and shit.
Also, do you think this is a reference to Wonder Woman, by the way?
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't, like, maybe not Wonder Woman per se, but Mira. The other girl, the exact same helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you saying, Roxy?
I'm so sick of Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like, I don't know if that's not, like, correct to say, but just Wonder Woman 84 was garbage. Like, the first Wonder Woman, I enjoyed it enough, but it's not all that great.
Yeah. By the way, there is a little bit of issue on your end from the internet, I think. I don't know if...
I wasn't sure if it was me or not. That's why I was testing my connection.
She was like, but I hate Wonder Woman and women's rights. No, that's fine. I'm sorry. But no, I totally agree with Roxy though. You know, enough of the women's rights and the whole like have their own movies. Like, you know, just.
Wait a minute.
What?
No, I did not fucking say that shit. You know it.
Look, Nick doesn't need a fact. Nick doesn't need facts. He just makes his own shit up.
I know. Yeah, I love doing that though. It's really nice, especially when she's like.
When do I fucking talk like that?
Well,
Just
yeah,
now.
right now, yeah. That's
They literally cut out as you were asking.
Oh,
I
poor
hate it
Roxy.
here.
I'm sorry. I'm glad that she was able to talk a lot, just like to get her opinion across too, because I do put a lot of. Just so you guys know, Roxy knows her shit about horror movies quite a bit, man. Like anytime I need to talk about any kind of story from bloody discussion, whatever, like she comes in, she brings a lot of knowledge to this stuff too. Probably more so than I do because I get lost in my dislike for certain things and the whole situation with like Zack Snyder and everything, and I hate to like bring that up or whatever again, but I am a little bit sick of even hearing his fucking name, and then when I see something like Army of the Dead, or when I see something like Fast 9, like some of these, these products, not products, but fucking what do you call it, universes, like I am sick of them. Fast 9, we're at the 9th movie, guys, and like I know that back in the day, my shit with Freddy Krueger, it was like 7 fucking movies, and there's like 10 Jason movies, whatever. But we can all agree together in unison that these movies were shitty at a certain point, and yet that treatment is not done for Fast 9. Or Fast and Furious in general.
Because those franchises, and you take a Die Hard and Alien as an example as well, those movies progressively got worse. They just progress. Like Nightmare on Elm Street, like it kind of goes up and down a little bit, where it's like good one, a complete trash, good one, holy shit. Like it kind of goes almost back and forth. 4, 5, and 6 are almost exclusively all terrible. There's never been a good Jason movie, but like Die Hard, it's like yeah, the first one was great, second one was okay, then it starts to go downhill. Fast and Furious had the complete opposite problem. First one was kind of cool. Second one like blew up. Third one almost killed the franchise, and then it just slowly rose back up. Where every subsequent movie they focused on the action set piece, which is what sold people in the trailer. But what kept people going is they liked the characters on screen. They liked Vin Diesel. They liked it wasn't just Vin Diesel only. Like there's like 10 or 15 cast members that all have their own kind of thing going on, and people like that camaraderie. It becomes the Avengers before the Avengers were on screen kind of thing. So it's like it's not like the movies have been getting worse. The movies have almost been getting better.
By the way, too, Ross, do you feel that way? Do you feel like Fast and Furious movies have continually like went on an incline as far as quality?
Well, I can tell you, Fast and Furious 5 was pretty enjoyable. Fast and Furious 4 was enjoyable. After that, it's yeah. They focus more on action. Like in terms of like entertainment, I'm pretty sure it's up there for some people. Like there are no laws of physics for you to try to find like any rhyme or reason or like actual fucking science in this. You're not gonna find it anywhere. So in terms of like popcorn flickness, it's definitely shot up through the fucking roof to the point where we're in fucking space now. So
and it's like, damn, like
Whoa,
what's gonna
what the
happen
fuck?
next, dude? It's gonna be fucking crazy. What's going on, Ganja?
Oh shit, my I don't know what happened to my audio, but it just sounded like someone just took me into a waterfall and just like breathe, bitch, breathe.
No, are you playing a game or anything on the other end, by the way? Just
No, I'm not. So I don't know what just fuck happened. Maybe I knocked my headphones out a little bit, but like I just went under the seat.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Well, welcome back.
under the sea.
If you slip, I will catch you. Then I'll fall into, 'cause you're big as fuck.
That's the wrong sound, sir.
That's
Almost
not how
had
the
it.
song goes.
You almost had it, and then you fucked up the last line.
You gonna fuck up the song? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chris in the chat saying Freddy vs. Jason was a lot of fun. By the way, do you like? I can tell Alan's probably like hating me inside, but he's like, dude, every time someone says something about Freddy vs. Jason or Freddy, I make sure to bring it up. All these comments on the chat, but
I like Freddy vs. Jason. That's my favorite like Jason movie. Even though it's literally just a Freddy movie with Jason in it. But it's like, I like the movie a lot. It managed to make both characters look pretty good. The fight they had was really interesting. So it's like, I like the movie a lot. I know a lot of people were like, I really don't even know why they didn't like it back in the day. But whatever, that's beyond me. But it's like, the movies themselves, yeah, they're pretty good. And it's like, well, afterwards, immediately, they rebooted both franchises. And for the worse in some cases.
Yeah. Cubby Kill saying chat seems dizzy. No, Alan will do that. Alan's our resident fucking singer over here.
Yeah, no. I sung that song once, and that's it.
Well,
I don't know how y'all feel about it, but with Freddy vs. Jason, I feel like it's the case with I almost said Gorilla with Godzilla versus Kong.
Gorilla versus Blizzard.
Yes. No, they were expecting like it's two horror titans, so you're expecting like Freddy and Jason to go at it the entire fucking film. Where in like some recent interpretations of Godzilla, we didn't really get that too much. They focused more on like the human aspect and all these like quote unquote side characters instead of like the main show that we're here for.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah,
the
the
same way.
thing is, I like that though, because you have to explain like the city. Like it was actually one of the most interesting stuff was the story of the movie, where it's like, hey, what the hell happened to Freddy? Well, he has no power. Why? Well, because this entire town like doesn't dream anymore. Nobody knows who he is. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Well, where's Jason? He's gonna use whatever power he has to bring Jason here to get people, to kill people, to make them afraid, so he gets power. I'm like, okay, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. Everything in this movie made more sense than any Jason movie and half of the Freddy movies. So when they finally get to the big fight, I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's why the rivalry exists, because Jason doesn't know when to stop, and Freddy's like, I can't control this motherfucker anymore, so I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
I will say I hate the way it ends too, where it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of like, oh, maybe Jason's like
They
a good
wanted
guy.
a sequel. They
wanted one, which is fine. I would have been down for that, but just don't make Godzilla. Don't.
Godzilla just comes in.
That's a big lizard.
Probably. God, I swear, I fucking hate Jason.
Yeah, no, Jason fucking sucks. But the thing is, though, it's like at least like Khan and Godzilla looked really cool in their movie, while in Favors of Jason, it's like they kind of abandoned that Jason is a big ass slasher monster. Like at the end, it's almost like when someone uses a T-Rex to like beat like a crazier dinosaur or something. It's like Jason's not that guy. He would not. If you're in Crystal
He's
Lake,
not saving them. He's just killing Freddy.
no,
because
she
Freddy's
dropped
an
a machete.
asshole.
She dropped a machete. She dropped the mic. Okay, she dropped the machete around Jason. He's like, "Yo, peace out, dog." And then like,
yeah. You kill this motherfucker, we'll run the hell away. We're not gonna fight him. We're not gonna fight you. You two fight amongst yourselves, you two immortal demons.
Roxy, do you feel like they try to make Jason look cool, like a good guy at the end of Freddy vs. Jason?
A little bit, yeah. Since it's like, oh shit, like we killed. Okay, Alan, don't fucking look at me like that.
Watch me. I look at him
He's
the same goddamn
holding
way.
Freddy's head. He's decapitated.
Yeah.
Not actually his body head, and he's just like, hey, I fucking killed this motherfucker.
Yeah, and he
So they
probably
tried to
killed
make
him
him
and he
look
stuck
good.
around.
But they made him try to look good in that sense, because like, oh, he was the one who could like only kill Freddy because other fucking humans can't really do it. It's kind
Yeah.
of like similar with like Michael Myers. No matter what you do to this fucker, he never fucking dies. So I guess he was a hero in that sense.
Not necessarily. He's still a bad guy. They just basically realized, like, hey, we're gonna have you two fight while we fucking book it because we're not gonna fight it. It's not like Alien versus Predator where they make the Predator actually like a good guy. Like the Predator is actually working with the
I'm not
human.
saying he's a hero, but like at least he was the one thing that was able to take him down. One kaiju took down another kaiju, so that's how it ends.
Well, 100%. But it's like if the humans chuck around, it's like, oh, thanks, Jason, and he high fives them. Yeah, that's stupid. But if they stuck around to watch the fight, you would have killed him afterwards too, because Jason just kills throughout the whole movie.
I feel like I could give Jason a beer and be like, "Hey, dude, that was pretty cool the way you did." He's like, "Oh," whatever.
And he just fucking grabs your head and smashes it together.
And you know what?
It's your fucking voice for Jason. Just,
Yeah, just,
hey, Jason, that was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, Jason doesn't fucking talk, so yeah.
just like muffled with the Jason mask on. That's like
Okay, fucking Penny.
Michael Myers can kick his ass.
Michael Myers ain't. That motherfucker looks like women change and fucking through windows and shit. He's a pervert. Michael Myers.
Jason is just a ripoff of Michael Myers.
Okay, yeah, but at least Jason became like a zombie thing. Michael Myers still over there with his William Shatner mask, like, oh,
Yeah, that's better movies.
I don't know.
Wait, this brings up a good question. What came first, Friday the 13th or
Halloween
Myers.
came out like 2
1977.
years.
Mike came out?
Yeah.
Mike Jones, yeah.
Yep. Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
You kept saying Mike and it kept cutting off. Like, yeah, Mike Jones.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Mike Jones, Busta Rhymes, coming to a fucking theater near you whenever all this shit
We're
clears
back
up.
here.
Do you know what's really cool? Like with her
Everything
internet.
links back to Busta Rhymes.
Dude, with her internet, by the way, I would love to have a situation where she tries to say Candyman 5 times and the internet won't let her. Just like Candyman.
Yeah, I never watched those movies when I was a kid. I've never seen Candyman.
Sometimes it's that bad. Like when you're trying to say Michael.
I'm not noticing, babe. So it might be just different connections. We're on the same one, so it could also be that. But like, no, I'm not noticing.
I'm just like, I don't notice it, but you are in the next room, and you sound really clear. It's almost like I can hear you with my actual ear.
No. She's like literally have the door closed, so that way the sound doesn't bleed over. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which
It's all
just
good,
shows
though.
how fucking loud I am. So thanks for that.
No, but right now it's actually.
I don't think that's what he meant. I just think he just didn't want any echo at all. But you took it the worst possible way.
I know he's like, get out
He
of here.
said I'm loud
Roxy.
as fuck.
You did it. You did.
He's like, get out of here. I don't want nothing to do with you and your horror bullshit.
Nah.
But no, yeah, dude, no. Michael Myers was first, but I will say that I think Jason did do something a little bit different later on, which is fine. It's cool.
No, he did it. He did the exact same fucking thing. He just did it way worse and way stupider. This is also considered the fact that there's a cult in fucking Halloween.
That's not canon, man.
Oh yeah, right. I keep forgetting what's canon or not.
I actually thought you were going to
There's
call
a
me
cult
stupid.
in Chucky in Child's Play, but
Did they ever reboot that? Well, they did a reboot. Yeah, they didn't just do 15 of them.
they're doing a series on Sci-Fi.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be cool. I'm so
No,
because Brad Dourif is still gonna be there, and then they're even gonna explain when Chucky was, or not Chucky, when Charlie the guy, what's his fucking name? Charles Lee Ray.
What?
Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
You know, can Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Remember when he went on a
It is a horror movie, by the way. Like Charlie. By the way, can we point out that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is just a kid's horror movie?
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Well, I mean, for people who like it. Me, I like kid horror movies, but that movie was very, very overly hyped. I don't think Gene Wilder's all that great. Rest in peace still. You can still rest in peace.
That movie
but
is
your movie sucks.
fantastic. That movie, wow. Okay, holy shit. You're like the most wrong you've ever been, ever.
Really?
That movie's
Name-
amazing.
Where's your favorite Gene Wilder movies? Name three.
No, I'm talking about you not liking fucking, you not liking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, why
That
do you
movie's
like it?
amazing.
Why do you like it so much? Because it's just chocolate. Oh, I like chocolate. I would go there.
I like the story. I like all the characters. The songs were actually a lot of fun. The world is extremely interesting. You know, it's incredibly dangerous, and no one seems to call that out. And you just want to see like how far down this rabbit hole it goes.
I just want to see.
Can I just say one thing
What's
about
that?
A
Charlie and the
remake is
Chocolate Factory,
atrocious.
though?
What up?
I'm kind of the remake. It was all right for what it was. But Uncle Joe, or whatever the fuck his name was, can fuck all the way off.
That guy's
This
an
man
asshole.
couldn't. You're telling me this fucking old fart couldn't walk for like 70 fucking years, but the moment he finds out little Charlie got a fucking ticket to the chocolate factory, then he hops up out of bed and starts dancing and shit. Fuck out of here. Why didn't you fucking contribute to the money in the house?
He didn't give a fuck. Fuck that guy. He's an asshole. Everyone agrees he's an asshole. But yeah, the movie itself was just interesting. It was creative. What they were able to do. The songs were all catchy, and the ending was actually really endearing.
What you got Ryan saying? Which one do you mean? The 2005 one or the 70s one? I think we all mean 70s one because
Okay, look, man, the fucking remake by Tim Burton is the reason I hate Tim Burton as a director.
really
That
wasn't,
is
it
an
wasn't that piece of shit Batman 1989, that stupid fucking silly ass movie.
No,
Well,
that was
actually,
actually a
it's
good movie.
1989, yes.
It was actually in the middle of
No, it
1988
also-
we started making it. Sorry.
Considering
started
that I am quite the avid Batman fan that I am, I would like to correct you. That was actually in 1989.
No, that movie was great, and it was also started my hatred of Johnny Depp.
Oh god, Johnny Depp, yeah, fucking.
Johnny Depp just being in a movie, I'm just like, bro, dude, I don't know what deal. I don't know what you have over Tim Burton, or Tim Burton just thinks you're the greatest actor in the world. But like after that, he just did every one of his fucking movies. I'm like, bro, these all suck.
Look over here. I'm sorry, Chad. Jay Penn and Email are just like, yeah, he's creating nerd wars over here, and Email's just like, it was a good movie, Diaz.
It was a really good movie. Batman Forever, you know, to each their own. I didn't particularly like it, but I know people that swear.
Oh,
by
you know, I'm ready.
Wasn't
to
it the most successful one up until The Dark Knight came out? Commercially
yes.
successful, not talking about like movie quality wise.
No, because there's this one random Nick seen the video of like most profitable fucking superhero movies. I think it was actually because it was like again, it was such a massive change from the Adam West Batman, which was the fucking
dude.
goofiest shit you've ever fucking seen in your
Really
goddamn
quick in the
life.
Chat. Someone read my fucking mind. Kane, by the way, that's one of my favorite wrestlers, so me and you are already fucking connected over here, dude. But
No, it's not a classic.
oh,
He's
You're
in a
an
horror
asshole.
movie,
it
actually.
so is. This one right here.
This is the worst movie ever.
This
The
is-
worst.
I
fucking
love
movie.
it.
I love
If I
it.
didn't see
It's great.
If I did not see subsequent worst movies, holy shit, that's legitimately up there. That movie is the reason I hate puns. If you want to know why I hate puns, it is
Wait,
that
what?
movie. This is the movie. I remember watching this as a kid. I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. I'm a stupid kid. And then I grew up and watched it. I swear to fucking God, every single line of dialogue that Arnold says in the movie, every line is a pun.
So this is the Arkham Oranges story as to like why
Yes.
you hate puns.
Because it is so bad that every line of dialogue in the movie is so fucking terrible. But every line of dialogue that Arnold says is a fucking ice-related pun. After a while, I'm like, I can't fucking take these puns anymore. I'm going to die. And that was halfway through the movie.
I love how Batman's just looking at you right now, like, you know you like him, Alan. Here's the thing, Ganja
Everything
and me.
about this movie, oh my god! Like Batman Returns, the one prior, okay, wasn't so bad. It was more goofy. It had its moments, but this one is just like, fuck it, we do whatever the fuck we want. Oh
Stay cool, bird boy. Stay cool. Here's the thing, though. Me and Ganja love some fucking somewhat bad movies, whatever the case. But like, I will say, Ganja knows how to have fun with these movies, and is not like looking at it like a Craig's fucking hat on. Ganja, what are your thoughts about this movie? You agree with me and Roxy, right?
Yes, I do, sir.
Yeah, this movie's the shit.
The only reason Nick likes this movie is because it makes Batman look fucking stupid and he hates comic book stuff.
I'll be honest.
Only fucking reason.
No, I love this movie because I think George Clooney actually made a pretty good Bruce Wayne and Batman. Come at me, nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
This is actually his favorite interpretation of Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that includes your boy.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, Christian Bale. Oh, man, Corey's calling me. Corey,
Hey!
I was in a nerd fight, goddammit. I'll be right back.
Fire him.
Fire him and his opinions on Batman.
I don't give a shit.
All right, so real quick, y'all, I need y'all to handle this because I gotta go drain the weasel real bad.
Whatever the
Alan?
fuck. Anyway, George Clooney was like, okay, when it comes to being Bruce Wayne and being Batman are two different identities that the same actor generally has to play. So him being a suave, sophisticated playboy, it's like, yes, that's George Clooney in a nutshell. But the problem is when he becomes Batman, he doesn't change his aesthetic, so he just becomes this like joke. And that's again utterly convinced why Nick likes that, because he tends to like parodies of superheroes because he's just one of those things where it's like, hey, for him, he just can't get past superheroes. He doesn't take that seriously. He likes more horror stuff. That's fine. We've had this argument on and off camera for fucking years. So when he sees something that's a parody of it, he's like, okay, I already think this stuff's silly. So if it's continuing to be silly, he'll enjoy it more than it's something that's trying to be serious. Because for him, he can't get past the fact that a dude in a mask can be serious. He's like, okay, this guy's already dumb. This shit's dumb. Okay, whatever. This movie is fucking atrocious. The first lines of dialogue, it is so fucking bad at every single fucking set piece. Every actor in here is fucking wasted, and the franchise died for like a decade before they brought it back. I want to
tell you, like, there's a couple things. For one, the universe building I really enjoyed. For one, I get to hear a little bit about Mr. Freeze and then what made him the way he is. And then one big thing too is like, through this movie, we found out why Superman doesn't work alone. Because
oh my fucking god, that's the line. That's the line. That's the fucking line. Like starts off going, I need a motorcycle. Chicks dig motorcycles. I'm like, I'm out. That's how the movie starts. I can't fucking deal with this.
What a suit would look like if it had nipples. That's also a very, very important part. And then we also we learned
for that too. Joel Schumacher made sure that was in that movie.
Oh yeah.
What if they switched him around, like George Clooney being Mr. Freeze and Arnold being Batman?
Oh my god!
Just picture it. Fucking picture it.
The funny thing is, you'd have a worse Batman, but you'd have a better Mr. Freeze.
I smoke my stogie.
Because the thing is, with Mr. Freeze, you can get the dramaticness of him like trying to save his life, and George Clooney, he can act. So you make a better Mr. Freeze, but a way worse Batman.
I gotta tell you though, dude, man, Arnold as Batman with that fucking mask on, just squeezing that big fucking.
There's no
face.
way, dude. This was Arnold in the fucking 90s, like almost the early 2000s. Like, he was still pretty strong. You are not getting a suit for that motherfucker. Like, good luck.
I mean, he decided to take on better roles, like, fucking Junior and Twins and Jingle All the Way.
I still can't believe Junior's a real movie.
Fucking Turbo Man.
They're all fucking great.
Look, I like Twins. Twins is a good movie, but Junior, I can't believe that movie's real.
Look, Jamie, it's very cool. Hi-yaw.
But that's more embarrassing than the Kindergarten Cop.
I fuck with Kindergarten. You don't like Kindergarten Cop?
It's okay, but I don't understand this thing of like, we gotta turn the Terminator into this kid star and make it the biggest joke in Hollywood.
That's true. I mean, like, I get what you're saying, because like I love Arnold and everything. I love the Terminator.
Like, imagine like fucking Liam Neeson is in a fucking like rated G fucking kids movie. Like, what the fuck? This guy's
they did it with Vin Diesel. He was in The Pacifier.
Yeah, The Pacifier. Yeah, again, The Pacifier. Whatever the fuck that rock movie was, it was almost the same movie.
The fucking Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy.
That's not the title. It's actually
no, it is actually. I think it is.
That's the title, I think. The Tooth Fairy and The Pacifier, to me, I literally, as a kid, I was like, besides the fact that the two actors, I'm like, are they the same movie? Like, did they just do the same movie again with a different actor? Because they're both like, the poster has them both in hockey outfits, and I know nothing about this movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Well, look, we're going to move on from that because I know Corey's going to be starting soon. I want to do at least one of our topics before we move on. So I know we're all like having a great fucking time talking about, all this shit. But I'm like, I better move on because we'll talk about Batman and this wonderful film, Alan, by Joel Schumacher. We'll be talking about this for
No!
And just before I continue on,
Hey, you say you enjoy the movie, that is fair. But calling it good is not a fucking...
It's great. It's a cinematic fucking
terrible.
masterpiece.
It really
fucking
is,
not.
dude. Fucking Mr. Freeze. Alan, fuck you. Lick my pun balls. Anyways, here's the thing. That one's stupid. I don't even know why I said that. Alan, I'm sorry, man.
It's why I hate puns. That movie is the reason I hate puns.
Not why you hate balls, though? That's crazy.
What?
Marissa, Nick, your boy John Cena was in Playing with Fire. Oh, I didn't watch that. And John Leguizamo's in that, too. It's like, oh, God. And then Key from Key and Peele. And, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You ever seen Playing with Fire? The Firefighter movie came out like 2 years ago?
No, you said 2 now. I did not see that at all.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. Dude.
Oh, really? Not John Leguizamo. We'll confuse him with the other guy. Never mind.
Fucking love
Who was the other guy?
Fuck, what's his face? He's in every single one. He's always a cop in a movie. Fuck, I can't remember his, the guy. Oh my god, never mind.
I know, it's gonna drive me nuts because now I want to know. So like, if you remember later on, make sure to tell me.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna go into the zone of some video game topics really quick, man. So usually, and this is the thing that JJ Pan was talking about constantly, but I was looking at some video game topics because sometimes when I go to Polygon or whatever, that's where lots of topics kind of pop up for me. And I went to Game Rant instead, and I ended up bringing one of these articles, and this one's by Christian Harrison. But apparently this dude, I guess he ran out of fucking topics for the day. He put out this article about Master Chief, a.k.a. John 117, should be humanized in Halo Infinite. Now, I mean, right away, that is a whole fucking... It's like a loaded article idea to even bring that question up. But so, before I continue on, I just want to ask, right away, should that happen now? Because, like, for me, I think that should not be the case. They're not reading the room. Once again, I think that humanizing a character that you don't even see the entire game is fucking silly to me. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, literally Dead Space.
Okay.
Except for like 2 times, you don't really see Isaac's face. Then subsequent sequels, they made it so that you can. But the first Dead Space humanizes him. Samus Aran in the original fucking interpretation, the very first one, you don't even know it's a human until the end of the fucking game. Like, it is possible to humanize somebody that does. I mean, fucking Half-Life. What's his face? I think Gordon Ramsay. Jesus Christ.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Freeman doesn't have a voice for the franchise, but at the end.
I'm sorry.
You built this military base
Who
like
the fuck
shit.
is Gordon Freeman?
Gordon Freeman is the main character of Half-Life.
I just want to see Ramsey fucking play Half-Life like, wow, this difficulty is so fucking raw.
I thought you mixed up like Gordon Ramsay and Morgan Freeman, just like smashed them together into one fucking person.
Character. He's a real character. Okay. But at the end of it, when it comes to humanizing your characters, especially after a long-running franchise, you can pull it off. Like, it's not difficult, but people are like, it's because it's been done badly in the past. People don't want to see it again. Because, like, he has almost no characterization in the original trilogy. He is just cool gunman who shoots gun things, because that's his entire thing. He has 5 lines of dialogue in the entire fucking trilogy. He's basically just Boba Fett. He looks cool, he blows up aliens, and that's all anyone cares about. The problem is if you want a long-running franchise, you eventually people are just be like, okay, it's just Halo on another planet blowing shit up. It's like they tried to humanize them a little bit in 4, and I like that. I actually really like that game as a result for that. But apparently they fucked it up in 5 so badly that they're literally not even putting it to PC. They're just forgetting it exists. They're like, oh yeah, Halo 1 to 4 and ODST and every other game. 5, we're not gonna bother because it's one of the most hated Halo games. But then it's like, to me, it's like, yeah, I've never liked the Halo story. I always thought the Halo story was non-existent outside of fan fucking interpretations. And they just rolled with it. And the fact that they had to sell this as a story-based franchise blows my mind. This entire thing is just a multiplayer franchise. Like, that's what made Halo what it was. It was the multiplayer that people enjoyed. Because it was, again, it was right before Call of Duty and got killed by Call of Duty. Basically, Call of Duty killed this entire franchise. But the idea of it trying to be like this story-based stuff, I'm like, that's completely ridiculous. But it's not impossible to do that. They did that with God of War, the reboot. Because the original God of War is, yeah, Kratos is a fucking asshole. He wants to kill all the gods out of revenge. Doesn't have that much lines of dialogue. Does his thing. But then they ran that franchise into the ground. And when they rebooted it, they gave him a lot of characterization. They changed him up a lot. And it was for the better. They can easily do it. It's not impossible. You just need to know what you're doing. But I don't know how Halo fans are going to, read into it. Because it's like, they like this stuff. But again, if you're only going to do the same game over and over again, even Call of Duty couldn't maintain that. Eventually, it had to rebrand itself.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, because I think like the big question I want to even ask myself here is that, I think personally Mr. Chief as a label should be humanized and not necessarily John 117, because I think that we can see another character with a brand new brand new backstory take on the helmet to, and give us reasons to root for his fight while still maintaining the stoic badassery of John 117. Because here's the thing, just me even saying John 117, which by the way, I had to read the article to even know that that's his name.
They don't even ever call him that. I think they call him John a couple times in the game. But like you'd have to go into like, I don't even think the game has its own lore. You have to go to like websites and shit to figure out what his actual classification is.
No, you have to read the codex.
Is there a codex in fucking Mass Effect? They
got something you have to read. They got stuff on the walls that you got to decipher.
Well, see, here's the thing, Ganja. I'm going to ask you real quick because you're a big follower of the Halo franchise. I mean, we always have fun playing with each other and shit. With your penis. No, but
and yours.
Looking at, because two of them, because you have one and I have one, and we put them together as two penises.
Fucking straight up lightsaber fight, dog. Yeah.
Swamp. Not a very entertaining sword fight of penises, but it's all good though. We it's
this bit has gone on for 30 seconds longer.
You can recreate the same thing if you boil 2 hot dogs and just go at it in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Why would you want to recreate it?
Except one is more rare than the other. But besides the point, I get what you're coming from with the Halo stuff.
Guys, you should see the face falling in this call. Everybody but Ganja.
It was worth it though. All right. So
Why?
I like the Halo series because it does one of the things that I enjoy from the History channels. It delves into the ancient alien bullshit. So it's kind of like Mass Effect in this origin story, Alan. So like it just this race of aliens kind of helped shepherd and guide all the other aliens to civilization. And then the flood was discovered. Then they started destroying civilization. And then they realized the flood could like travel through space. So they came in contact with aliens that could travel through space. So the ancient government was like, well, we got to destroy this ancient evil. So they created the Halos, destroy all the ancient, all civilization, including their own, as a self-sacrifice. And they preserved a handful of species, a couple of them being the humans, the ape monkeys, the ones that kind of look like the predator, but not, because they're kind of like salamander looking more, and then the little green guys because they were idiots. So all these aliens basically survived the Great Purge of the galaxy, and skip 1,000 years plus later, they all developed technology. They're fucking each other up, mostly because one group of aliens thought that the leftover Forerunner gear was considered ancient alien gods, and they praise them, and the humans are just out there doing human shit. They come in contact with each other over the Halo rings. Master Chief fights. He keeps fighting. They find out of Earth. They fight on Earth. He destroys more rings. End of story. But the point is, it's all a great galactic battle of ancient ancestry and claim to the thrones, because apparently humans are more related to the Forerunners. And I just took the biggest bong rip to explain this to you.
I gotta. So, which Wikipedia dive for like fucking GameFAQs forum did you go to get the story for this?
No, I didn't. I just looked at you this whole time.
No. I mean, just the acclimating knowledge of that, because half that shit's not in the game.
Yeah, like
they don't listen to the podcast they put on SoundCloud. That shit was actually pretty cool.
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. Like the stuff in there is actually that he's right, 100%. He nailed the entire trilogy. That is the trilogy. The problem is 60% of that he had to find like through either like somebody else explaining it by reading fucking the GameFAQs and fucking wiki guides at the time, or whatever the equivalent was, because GameFAQs was our Wikipedia for video games back in the day, or just random excerpts and stuff like that. The story for Halo is all superfluous to the actual fucking game.
Yeah, because
like,
all that shit, strategy guides and stuff, that's the stuff that kind of like seeded the next sequels for storylines.
But the problem, but my issue is that that's fine. I have no issue with that if that's what you want to do. But don't sit there and tell me this is a story-driven franchise.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's...
It's not. It's a gameplay-driven franchise and a multiplayer-driven franchise. If someone were to tell me right now, Halo's a multiplayer game, not a fucking single-player game, I'm like, you know what? Sure, I fucking agree with that. Because that's what kept the series going. The first Halo came out and it was kind of good. It was a cool first-person shooter on consoles. Guess what? It had the multiplayer, especially in the sequel. That's what really got people like, holy shit, we need to play Halo. And people playing Halo all the goddamn time. Not because, I want to see how the aliens and Master Chief and story. It's like, no, I want to fucking jump and throw a grenade at some dude's head. Like, it was the multiplayer what kept that franchise going. It's just after a while, the Call of Duty came in and it just became way more interesting.
Yeah, no, and no, but I completely agree with that. And I'm so glad that we're actually at a certain point in our friendship, as well as just other knowledge of video games, that we can actually go ahead and give Call of Duty a compliment during a Halo discussion. Because 4 years ago, that would not be the fucking case.
I'm not. I never said I complimented it.
That was kind of compliment what you just said.
No,
Because
I
Call of Duty
fucking
did-
hated. No, both these franchises ruined first-person shooters for 15 years.
Then what? Where's
Don't even get me
Battlefield?
started.
Where's your Keen? Battlefield. They're dead. They're gone.
Yeah,
Dude. They're
Battlefield's
fucking on
a
their
way better
ass.
franchise. That is
Who's
way
playing it
worse
right now?
entry.
Go on the server and try to play one of those fucking games. You
Actually,
can't.
people are playing. People are playing those games all the time right now. I just not one of them. But like, I'm just sitting here. I'm talking about the facts of the industry. I'm not talking about personal opinion. My personal opinion is I hate both franchises with a burning passion. But I'm talking about the facts of the franchises. Like, yeah, that's what made Halo the way it was. So it was not the characters. It was the way the world looked cool, and that was it. So when Call of Duty came in, people are like, well, shit, we've had like 5 games of just shoot banging aliens. Oh, wait, we're making the fucking first person like war kind of cool and fun and realistic and stuff. Well, let's play that. Oh, the multiplayer is really cool and there's so many different game modes and stuff. Let's play that. And then for a decade, Call of Duty became multiplayer focused. Sure, it still had its story, but they play fast and loose. They didn't give a fuck between sequels because they focused on what brought the money in.
I get you. No, I see what you mean, and like I'm not saying that you or Ganja are wrong at all. Especially with Ganja, because like fuck, I can't fact check any of that shit. But I will say that like looking at this,
I fucking love fact checking any of that. The thing is, he's right. Like I know for a fact he's 100% correct, but I can't give you a source.
Yeah, no, and I mean the only source I can give you guys is just like the stuff that 313 Industries put out on Tragic Guides and shit like that too. I mean they were able to for the people that are really into it, they're like, okay, listen, now we have a way to kind of like culminate all these particular things about our story into one thing, and you can read those or whatever the fuck and get back into the story afterwards. But it's like I'm kind of with you in the same point of just like it's not story driven. Yes, there's story there, and yes, me and you don't like it, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, if we already have story here and people do care about Master Chief, then why do you have to humanize him? That's my only thing.
Because they never did. Out of everything Ganja ever said, Master Chief is almost irrelevant. He is just a cool guy that blew shit up. Like that's his entire. My favorite Halo is Halo 2, and that's what people consider the best because the majority of that story you're playing is a different character who is way more interesting in every single fucking way. One of the reasons I hate that franchise is because of how much I love Mass Effect. When I talk about Mass Effect and I go into detail about how the bullets work in that universe, it's not because I dove into some wiki or whatever. I pressed start and went to Codex and then listened. It's in the game. Does it matter to the franchise how guns work? No. But if you're like, this is a space future. I wonder how weapons work in this universe. Go to the tab in the game. You don't have to leave the website. You don't got to go to fucking listen to Joe Rogan and hope he's top by Halo or Mass Effect this fucking week. It's in the fucking game. And if you don't give a fuck about any of the background lore, it does not affect your game because there's so much story in the game. If you just want extra knowledge about how this stuff works from the first contacts that the humans ever had with fucking aliens, or how like the species work, to have the every single thing about every single species is in the game itself. You don't have to leave. It's all written there. With Halo, holy shit, I don't even know where you'd start.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat with you. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I mean, I thought that was an interesting article that the guy did. I do think it's something that maybe whoever's making those Halo games should probably look at, or even ask themselves that question. But at the same time, that if you do decide to humanize a character like him, it's like, keep in mind that people do, accept him for who he is, and don't fuck with that. They are lucky. They are very, very lucky that Halo fans are so into the multiplayer and so into the lore that they don't need good story. And I say that subjectively, but I mean it objectively. Like, come on, dude. Like, there's not a lot there. So
it was a shooting game that originally started off as a fucking starship. Stop.
You might want to finish that sentence, girl. He's having a
Maybe how about tell him before I swallow it?
Roxy's facing the fucking thing.
Starship Troopers
There we go.
ripoff.
You got it.
There you go.
That
Okay,
one of
15
the
attempts.
goals of the little characters running around was to be like, oh look, the guy can jump and cover. Game mechanics, woo!
Yeah.
That's how Halo started off as. This had no noble tradition. This had no noble origin. This was literally just them trying to put a game out for the Xbox in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it literally, I honestly convinced the only reason the Xbox is a viable console is because of Halo.
Yeah. No, you're
And
you're
the
not wrong at all.
multiplayer was a second thought. If you watch any of the documentaries, they didn't think that shit was going to hit the way it did.
Nobody did online multiplayer that way until those games started coming out. You had versions of it but no one said, fuck it, we're doing multiplayer on console till those games basically said it was viable. The best you had was fucking, like, Quake. And even then, I don't think Quake was really on consoles
you would
at all.
actually need, like, a business line of internet sometimes to get that fucking thing working. I've heard some horror stories about trying to get that shit to work back in the day.
So Joe Rogan was addicted to that shit. He had to build a damn server in his house.
Yeah, the LAN parties. That's what started that shit. Because like eventually had it with Quake, which what started it, and then when Halo started out and it had its 4-player split screen, it was as popular as GoldenEye was on the 64. Whereas like people just kept playing it.
I'm glad you brought that up, dude. This is not even a planned topic. It's just something that kind of came.
GoldenEye has horrible shooting mechanics, but continue.
Oh, they're garbage, dude. It's a fucking first-person shooter with barely any camera controls.
No, yeah, because they apparently somebody filed for that for licensing of that again. So it's like essentially, I mean, that might be brought back.
We're trying this again. Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, is this a bad idea in your opinion? Good
yes,
idea?
because you remember the last time they tried this? Activision fucking did it, and it was an abysmal failure.
I did not even know. Yeah, like, because you're like, you remember? I'm like, man, was that a big moment? Because
yes, it was. Because they're like, oh, GoldenEye's coming back, and then this whole fucking campaign where they just got a bunch of people going, hey, what if we made a GoldenEye? It was like
10 years ago.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, dude, it's the biggest piece of shit in the world. I refuse to fucking. Of course, GameStop gave it 4.5 out of 5. They fucking got enough checks in the fucking bank. And the thing is, this was Daniel Craig, James Bond was big. So instead of, the Pierce Brosnan, they put Daniel Craig in the role and did a reboot of it. That was terrible. Because it was just a shitty Call of Duty game with the GoldenEye aesthetic. Not even the GoldenEye aesthetic. It was just a game called GoldenEye.
Yeah. No, but I didn't even know about this. But hey, if it comes back, then it is what it is. It's not a lot for us to say right there, so it's not really a whole ass like fucking topic, but it's just something to kind of consider. Anyways, moving on. This will be the last topic for the day, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. But I just want to say how hyped I am. Mortal Kombat, Alan. Mortal Kombat. The fucking reviews came in early. People are praising this. It's happening.
Hope so. I hope, look, man, it's like a week, 10 days, not even. I like I said, I hope I like it. I hope I do. It's everything that I want. It's Mortal Kombat's a franchise I grew up with. One of the first games I ever played as a kid. So I don't love it as much as you do, but I still have, like, it holds a special place in my heart. But Mortal Kombat, like, stuff is either amazing or the worst thing that's ever been put, like, to media. So it's like, there's no in-between. So I just hope that it's good, and I hope that it gets a sequel.
Because there was an IGN trailer or whatever, or some kind of cast thingy. And I'm going to be honest, dude. Like, I watched this without Jet, because I didn't need anyone to judge me. I watched that fucking thing. It was like 6 minutes, and the music's ramping up, and these characters are like, oh, it's going to be brutal, and we're going to have the best this and best that, whatever. And seeing some of the fight scenes come out, like Cabal versus Liu Kang, Melina versus Kung Lao, I swear to God, my eyes start tearing up, dude. Like, this is how fucking hyped I am for this movie. Yeah,
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, but I'm nervous, man, because I was hyped for Assassin's Creed. I almost cried in that theater.
Like, I hate to have these nervous
Why am I
moments.
crying in this theater right now?
Not good tears, man. Not good tears. I was just like, I'm so embarrassed right now. I have to go home and tell people I saw this, and they're never gonna let it go.
Mainly just me, because I warned him, don't do it.
Yeah, but everyone warns me about the Assassin's Creed series. This is a franchise that everyone says, oh, it's complete garbage. I enjoy it. You're wrong for enjoying it. It's like, I thought the movie would be the same way.
But Ganja, where you feel? I never even got your thoughts on Mortal Kombat, man. Where are you feeling about this movie?
Honestly, I have no strong feelings either way or the other when it comes to Mortal Kombat.
How is that even possible?
I'm here. This you'll feel better right now.
Look, man, when they make a Street Fighter movie, then I'll be interested.
For one reason, that's because you're excited for it. I hope it's a good movie. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Man, I appreciate that. But if this movie's good, and I tell you, you gotta watch this, we gotta get into a call. I'm gonna pull an Alan.
Man, this movie's trash. I'm gonna watch it with you. This is gonna be my fucking Teen Titans Go. Like, if it's bad, I win. If it's good, I win. It's gonna be a great review with you either way.
Like, dude, I'm so fucking like.
Look, this already has to be better than the fucking animated Scorpion's Revenge movie. It already has a bar to beat.
Like, bro, Roxy, I don't know, like, how much you're paying attention to all this nerdy shit, because we've been nerdy for about 20 fucking minutes straight, but I'm going to ask you really quick. When you see this trailer, do you get the nerd sweats like me?
Yeah. I'm pretty sweaty right now. No, but, like,
ooh, it's dripping into the room.
The biggest thing that got me was, like, seeing, it was Jax Blade, right?
Yeah.
No, not Jax Blade, Billy's brother.
No, the name of the character.
Oh, Jax. Just Jax.
He's Jax. I'm stuck on the other dude because I get them like mixed up.
I legitimately thought that was also Jax Blade. Like, yeah, Jax Blade, yeah, that character.
Yeah, that makes sense. Same name.
Same name. But anyways, when I saw his like arms get frozen up and just crack into like red spaghetti meat, I got fucking excited.
Yeah.
I got sweaty. Like you ever like pop open a bag of like Frito, like chili cheese Fritos, and then you just get hard? That was
No. I can easily say no to that.
I was actually, oh.
Okay, well, what food makes you hard?
Yeah.
Like
true, though.
everyone has that one food that gets you excited. For Nick, I know it's like potatoes, but what is it for you, Alan?
Cinnamon buns.
For me,
I'm gonna be
Hands
honest.
down.
I did not expect that.
What?
it's
Why
it's
is
that
Nick laughing?
it's that chicken salad you make, babe. I
Buns
forget
get
how to
you
pronounce
hard?
the right name for it.
Yeah.
Ensalada de pollo.
Woo, that shit hits.
Why are you laughing? Fuck you.
Cause he like warm cinnamon.
Laughing is goddamn. I just said cinnamon rolls. You would have laughed as fucking.
No,
hard.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect that from you at all. I was expecting like saltwater taffy or like the juju that you fucking get.
What? Am I a 65-year-old grandmother?
She's right about the other one.
I like-
She's right
I like
about
the
the one. You are a
saltwater
juju
taffy
eating
'cause
motherfucker. I see you do it.
I like saltwater taffy because you know it's easier to chew with my old teeth. Like, am I a 40-year-old, like 57-year-old grandmother? What the fuck?
Oh no,
We
no,
all
don't
like
take
some old
Alan,
people
Alan, no.
candy in here.
No, don't you change the subject, my friend. I'm gonna hold this conversation hostage. You like juju beans. I see you eat them.
Goddamn right I do.
On
What the
camera.
problem?
Like
Yeah.
you're a 50.
Oh,
These
shit.
things are fucking delicious. And yes, I always
And
have
you
them
got
when I was
some
weak.
more.
I
And
gotta
he whipped
love-
out the bag.
Yeah,
Fucking
dude.
an ounce of juju beans.
I do that because I don't want ants in my room, so I have to put it in plastic bags.
Fucking hustling juju
Wait,
beans.
by the
here
way, like
in
that's the
middle
only
school.
reason
What?
why? Like, would you normally just put all over the mattress and lay on it? You fucking freak! Like, what the fuck?
No, when you go to like no, because so basically, long story short, so in my city, I don't know if you guys have anything similar, but we have this place that's just only for candy, where you just you get a plastic bag, you fill it up with candy, and you can just
Oh,
bring
so
it home, like you just buy it in bulk. As soon as I bring the bag home, because Jack calls me out, going, "Why the fuck do you put them in a separate bag?" I then take them out of the plastic bag, and then I put them in a Ziploc bag so they don't have to deal with ants or the bugs.
It's a good idea.
Oh, the pick and mix.
I mean, yeah, they're basically the same thing, yeah. Where you basically whatever, like you could buy whatever. You don't really save any amount of money because if you do the math based on the weight, it's about the same, but you basically can get as much or as little as you want.
You just have the fun of thinking you're getting a deal.
It's no. I did the math once. I was with a buddy of mine. He's like, "Is this any cheaper?" I'm like, "I never thought about it." So I did the math based on it was to Skittles, for instance, where it's like, "Oh, these are really expensive for Skittles," but I'm like, "Wait, no. Based on the weight and the price, if you do the math, it's about the same as if you went to like a regular like Walmart or whatever and bought a pack of Skittles. The benefit is you don't have to buy just the one pack. You can literally buy as much as you want, or they have specific flavors just for that place."
Oh,
No,
shit.
that think about this. You can cut out the middleman. The package weight don't count no more.
There you go. You can just steal it if you
Pretty
want to. Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
it.
technically you can, but I don't know who's going to be.
I
talking.
you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Steal the candy. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Steal it all.
Yeah, you're only
yeah.
helping the other kids who are trying to get like sugar, and you're like, no, that's not good for you. I'll eat it, and then
Worst
It's
case
a
scenario,
big
you prevent someone else to
corporation.
get candy. Best case scenario, you rip it off the store. Do it.
Oh, it's the reason why it's like as much as I love jelly beans, I ate too many, so I can't really enjoy jelly beans anymore.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
Because you can buy as much as you want, right? So me being like, I don't want to say I was a dumbass kid. I was still in college, but basically one of my favorite parts about this place is during the holidays they'll have specific jelly beans for the holidays. So for Halloween they have orange and black for some fucking reason. I don't know what crackhead enjoys those colors, but you could buy them just those colors. For Christmas they have red and green. And I fucking love green jelly beans. I also love red jelly beans. So I bought several pounds of that shit. And ate several
Quarter
pounds
pound,
of jelly
half a
beans.
pound, whole pound. Hey,
And then threw up. And now I cannot enjoy jelly beans anymore.
throwing up made your way.
You're a fucking child.
You goddamn right. I'm a child with too much access to candy.
How old were you?
Probably like
Fucking
20,
pounds.
20, 21, 22.
Oh,
Then how are you a child?
I said when I was younger.
You were a grown ass man.
I mean, technically, last week he was younger than he was today. So
Exactly.
You shit hard. By the time you're shit hard, you're old.
No, I was throwing up. That was bad.
Oh man.
I legitimately can't even enjoy jelly beans anymore, which sucks because I'm like, oh, they're my favorite. I can't enjoy them anymore.
But do they
Never-
make you like gassy or like make you want to
No.
throw up or something like that?
No, as soon as I have one, it's like it's weird. It's like you know how people are like, oh, they can't eat candy because it's too sugary. I have one. I'm like, I can't do this.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't understand because like I'll eat other candy. Like I'm not as much as obviously I've scaled down a lot because I've been trying to fucking lose weight, so I've been just scaling down whatever candy I eat. I can generally eat, normal amounts. But when it comes to jelly beans, I barely can, and it sucks because I still like them. But it's just I have one. I'm like, I can barely have more than one of these.
But there's something about it just dying. Like I don't know if like they weigh it like at the fucking table when you're like pay. They're like,
yeah, that's what they get to. Yeah.
And they just like fucking pick it up on the measuring fucking plate.
Look, man, anyone that judges you, like the cashier's judging you. Look, man, I worked retail for 17 years. I'm not judging my customers like out loud. Like in the back of my head, going, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" But if you sit there and be like, "Man, what are you doing?" Like, bro, what? Fuck you.
Oh, dude, someone actually went off for me because I bought 2 things of Nas, and they're like, "Hey, man, you're kind of a big boy, and if you take these 2 things, you're gonna get your blood pressure." And I'm like, "And then I'll die." Yeah,
bro, fuck you.
I'm
like, I'm sorry. Like, look, man. Like, again, cashier for 17 fucking years. I get the struggle. Trust me. I was there for a lot of Christmases. That's just the worst. But like, judging a customer that's paying for this, like, bro, most of the cashiers don't want to talk to customers anyway. Why are you going out of your way to antagonize them?
Yeah. Cedric, Gunny Bears and Worms are the shit. Dude, the trolleys, bro.
Yo, you are so Dante from Clerks, man.
He really is. It's fucking amazing.
Look, man.
That was a legit line from the movie.
I've only seen it once, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Dude, there's been times where I've gotten mad, like, we will argue about something, and, like, it's on one of the days he's not supposed to be here, and he'll be like, I'm not supposed to be here today.
Well, I do that because of the Krolix joke at this point. Even before I saw the movie, you guys told me about that. But it's just fuck it, might as well lean into it a little bit. But whatever God says, like, look, man, I don't remember the movie well enough, but that shit always makes me mad. I've had coworkers that antagonize the customers, and I'm trying to, like, silently give them the look of, shut the fuck up, let them leave. Like, what is wrong with you?
Dude, Alan even has like that fucking Dante like goatee and shit. Like his facial hair is like Dante, bro.
Babe, grab a backwards cap, slap it on. I'm already dressed like Jay today, like a more goth.
Oh my god, yeah.
Get the backwards cap, and you'll be Silent Bob.
Roger never shuts the fuck up. He's not gonna be Silent Bob.
I'm not even in the fucking movie. This sucks. I love that movie.
Yeah, you are.
Who am I then?
You're Randall, you fucking dick.
That's kind of you though.
Nah, that's you.
I don't know. Wait, Roxy, who's Randall and who's Silent Bob? Because I could be Silent.
Actually, Ganja's Randall, yeah.
I could see that being the case.
That's only because I fuck with you like Randall fucks with you.
Yeah!
But also Nick fucks with you the same way that like
not the same way.
Randall fucks with you.
No, I made a pretty. It was earlier today or yesterday. I did make a pretty racy joke to Alan the other day.
Immediately, I haven't seen this man in like a week, and he pops in and says a fucking really shitty joke.
Like the joke you can only say among friends, so don't even bother me saying repeat it in the chat.
Oh no, say it. Get him canceled. Fuck it.
What was the joke?
No, don't say it. No.
What was the joke? I barely even remember it myself.
Don't say it.
I do. I remember the fuck out of it.
I'm gonna ask you after the show, sir.
All right.
I will say though,
there.
I have been in situations. Maybe I was there, but just like, yeah, Alan sucks, right, or whatever. But the thing is, I'm so sorry. But no, I guess I can see the Randall League sometimes because when I was working at customer service, I was actually like purposely fucking with people just to turn into a game, and it's fun.
See, that's where the Randall effect comes in, but also like in Clerks too, when Dante and that one dude were talking about like Lord of the Rings and shit. Mm-hmm. The way you were just talking shit about the entire like trilogy, that's how you talk shit.
Alan would be that dude that threw up over Lord of the Rings. He's like, yeah, Frodo, and you're fucking. Alan's like,
honestly, when we watched that recently, and the first person to come to my mind was Ryan.
About what specifically, though?
All of it, down to tickle pants.
Dude, yeah, that Transformers nerd kid, like, like Ryan coming to work, like, hey guys, and I'm just fucking with him, like, hey, Optimus Prime has a small dick, and just throw something at him. Actually, I love Transformers. That's not even funny.
And you know what the funny part is? The kid was actually saying some real facts in the movie, which made it more fun because the Randall character was just like, yeah, but you dumb.
Oh, but dude, it'd be great, like, as far as like, this whole Clerks universe thing with Alan. What if Alan meant Kinky Kelly and a sexy stud, bro? Just, Alan, I'm over here in this.
Can we move the fuck off? Jesus Christ, I hate all of you.
Yeah. I know.
I actually was supposed to be here today, so fuck y'all.
Goodbye, horses.
Alan, for some reason, this pussy feels like a crack.
What?
I'm so sorry, Alan.
I mean, you could do that.
No, I
guess.
can't co-sign that. I wasn't as fun as he is. Oh, you suck.
Look, all you gotta do is just like roll up your sleeve, and then like that little arm fat you get in that fold. Just put your dick in there.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm done. Anyway.
Yeehaw.
Zoinks.
But no, anyways, we're gonna get the fuck out of here, though, guys. I can't wait for Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be cool.
Thank
as shit.
God.
I'm so sorry for fucking Alan's arm.
What?
But we're gonna leave. You tell them, Alan. You deserve to have this moment. You tell them.
No, I
to
don't.
praise you and
Fuck
all that
you.
good stuff. I am so sorry, sir. This
I hate every single one of you.
You love us.
No.
You love us so
Anyway.
much, especially Mr. Ed. His name is
Mr. X, yes. Mr. X.
I'll give it to you, but no, go ahead there, good sir.
Oh, R.I.P. But yes, basically, if you actually do want to hear us talk about, in respectful fashion, the passing of DMX, Illuminati, we did an episode. We do have other stuff in the episode, but I did not feel respectful to add the other topics in the description. I figured since we do spend a healthy amount of time talking about DMX, I figured that would be enough. So be sure to check that episode. It's pinned. But you can check that out at Metropolis. And in order to get there, the Mooba just did all of our information. So follow any one of us on Facebook. You'll eventually get the notification. But drop a like on there. And if you want to see me yell more about why Randy Pitchford has a job, follow me on Twitter.
Yep, absolutely, people. So you can follow me on Twitter, too. I say things on there sometimes, and no one says anything in response because fuck social media. Anyways, with that said...
I follow him on Twitter. He doesn't talk.
I tried to talk. I said a couple... I was like, hey, Nintendo or something. I don't know what the fuck I said. I quit. I'm sorry. Anyways, guys,
All right,
that was
so now
a show.
that we're ending the show, Nick, you ready to hear that joke?
It's still on.
Oh, wait, not now. No. All right, bye, guys. He's going to say something really awful. Bye.
You guys